welcome back to Cooking with Gloria. Today, I want to share with you a very delicious recipe for tamales. It's going to be masa with parsley. Perfect to make those delicious and amazing tamales for your holidays. I know that you guys are going to love this recipe. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. I have salt, baking powder, parsley, lard, chicken broth, Maseca for tamales, and this is everything we need to make these delicious and amazing tamales of parsley. Masa with parsley. These tamales come out amazing every time, and I'm sure you guys are going to love them. So let's get started. Well, here I want to start by creaming the lard. If you don't want to use lard, you could use Crisco. You could use vegetable oil. But to tell you the truth, the tamales come out amazing, delicious when you use lard. Of course, there's two other options you can use. You got to cream the lard. You got to make sure that the lard is at room temperature. That part is very important because if it's still too cold, it's going to be so hard to get nice and creamy and fluffy, of course. This is the very important part when you make masa for tamales. And remember to scrape the bowl from the side so the lard gets really nice and fluffy. Well, here I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that it's nice and creamy and nice and fluffy before I start adding the dry ingredients. This is going to take about 5 minutes. When you see the lard really fluffy, then that's when you know that the lard is ready. And now let's get ready the dry ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and just put this aside. I have in a bowl, I have the whole bag of the Maseca for tamal mixture. I'm adding the baking powder. To this, I'm going to add the salt. And I'm just going to incorporate it. Remember, if you have already the liquid for your tamales, then perfect. If you have already chicken broth, homemade chicken broth, that's perfect. But if you don't, of course, store-bought, it's okay. And here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the parsley. This masa with parsley comes out amazing. You guys are going to love it. Once you incorporate the dry ingredients with the lard, make sure that you incorporate it completely before you start adding the liquid. It's gonna take just a couple minutes. When you start seeing nice and crumbly just like that, then that's when you're gonna add the chicken broth. And of course, if you have homemade chicken broth, well, that's the best. Here I'm adding a little bit at a time. Remember, the chicken broth, add it a little bit at a time. Don't try to add everything at once, or else it's gonna be so hard for it to incorporate completely in this and get nice and creamy, because that's exactly how you want it. You want it really nice, creamy, and fluffy. This mixture needs to be nice and fluffy. Perfect. Look at this. Okay. Once it's been mixing for about 25 minutes, then we're going to make the test. You're going to be thinking, why is Gloria getting a little piece of a little teaspoon of the mixture? Because we got to make the test. Here, I'm just cleaning the bowl from the sides, making sure that everything is incorporated. I'm going to add the last of the liquid. And let's mix one more time until it's incorporated completely. Remember to make this test at home. If you get a little bit of the mixture when it's completely mixed,
and you put it in a cup in a glass with water and it floats to the top, that means that the mixture is perfect to make your delicious tamales. But if the little teaspoon of the masa comes down all the way to the bottom, that means you need to continue mixing. Look at this. Let me show you how this is gonna look. This is the test we gotta make, okay? We're gonna put it in there. Look at this. It gotta float to the top. Let me show you one more time what I mean. If it floats to the top, that means that the mixture is ready, that you are ready to prepare those delicious and amazing homemade tamales. I am ready to pour all this into a container and start making a filling. But let me show you step by step because I want you to enjoy my recipe, this delicious mixture for your tamales. This dough comes out amazing every time, and I know that you guys are going to love it. It's nice and fluffy, nice and creamy. Look at this. This just is amazing. I am ready for the presentation, and I'll see you in a little bit. I hope, my friends, you make it at home and enjoy it with your family. Enjoy this masa with some delicious tamales. Of course, the filling could be the one of your choice. But the masa, this is the perfect recipe. Easy and delicious. See you in a bit.
My friends, I am completely done with this delicious parsley masa for your delicious tamales made at home. I wanted to share with you this delicious masa because the tamales come out amazing when you prepare this masa at home with parsley. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe like I did today, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you for always being here. Happy holidays. See you soon. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye-bye.